Imagine two people. Both of them hear the same news on the same day. That artificial intelligence is changing everything. That it's creating millionaires. That it's the biggest wealth opportunity of the last 100 years. The first person gets excited. They start a side hustle using AI tools. They create content. They build something. 6 months later, they're making an extra $2,000 a month and growing. The second person also gets excited. They buy 3 courses. They watch 40 YouTube videos. They join 5 Discord servers. 6 months later, they're still watching YouTube videos about making money with AI. Same opportunity. Same starting point. Completely different results. Here's the question nobody's asking. What exactly separates those two people? Because it's not intelligence. It's not connections. It's not even the AI tools themselves. It's something much more psychological. And once you understand it, you'll see why most people are going to miss this window entirely, and why you don't have to. Right now, there's a gold rush happening. Not the kind where people pack up wagons and head west, but the energy is exactly the same. Every single day, someone new is posting about how they made $10,000 using ChatGPT, or how they built a faceless YouTube channel with AI, or how they automated their entire business while sleeping. And those things are real. They're actually happening. So naturally, millions of people are rushing in. They download every AI tool. They try AI writing, AI article, AI video, AI coding, AI customer service, AI drop shipping. They hop from one idea to the next, always chasing the newest thing, always looking for the shortcut that finally works. And most of them will fail. Not because AI isn't powerful. It absolutely is. Not because the opportunities aren't real. They are. They'll fail because of something psychologists call the lottery mindset, the deep, mostly subconscious belief that wealth is something that happens to you, not something you build through a system. When someone sees a headline that says, "I made $50,000 with AI," their brain doesn't think, what system did they build? Their brain thinks, how do I get that to happen to me? That one mental shift from system thinking to lottery thinking is the difference between the two people we talked about at the beginning. Let's break this down with a simple story. Think about the California gold rush of 1849. Hundreds of thousands of people flooded into California looking for gold. Most of them went broke. Most of them actually lost money after you factor in what they spent to get there and survive. But do you know who made money consistently, almost without exception? The people selling shovels. The people who built the infrastructure. The people who understood that when everyone rushes toward an opportunity, the real money is often in serving the rush. Now here's where it gets interesting with AI. AI is not the gold. AI is the shovel. And most people are using the shovel to dig in random spots, hoping to get lucky, instead of understanding where the gold actually is. The gold, in 2024 and beyond, is this: solving specific problems for specific people in a way that's faster, cheaper, or better than what existed before. That's it. That's the whole formula. AI just makes it dramatically easier to do that, if you know what problem you're solving. Here's the mistake most people make. They start with the tool. I have this AI tool. What can I do with it? That's like buying a hammer and walking around looking for nails. You might find something eventually, but you're going about it backwards. The people who are actually making money start with a problem. There are 1,000 small business owners in my city who all struggle with writing their social media posts. That takes them 2 hours a week they don't have. What if I could do that for them using AI in 20 minutes? That's a business. That's a repeatable system. That's money. The tool comes second. The problem comes first. Now let's talk about the deeper psychology here, because this is where things get really interesting. There's a concept in behavioral economics called effort justification. Basically, humans tend to value things more when they had to work hard to get them. But there's a dark flip side to this. We also desperately want to believe that there's a path that skips the work entirely. This is why lottery ticket sales go up during recessions. This is why people buy weight loss pills instead of changing their diet. And this is why, when someone hears "make money with AI," their brain lights up with the same dopamine signal as hearing "easy money." AI genuinely does reduce effort. That part is true. What it doesn't do is eliminate the need for strategy, consistency, and understanding what you're actually building. Think of it this way. Imagine someone hands you a Ferrari. You're excited. You get in. You start driving. But if you don't know where you're going, you'll just drive around burning expensive fuel, impressing people at red lights, and wondering why you haven't arrived anywhere. AI tools are the Ferrari. Most people are just doing circles in a parking lot. Here's the second psychological trap, and this one is sneaky: information addiction. The internet has trained our brains to feel productive when we're consuming content about productivity. Watching a video about making money with AI gives your brain a small hit of progress. It feels like you did something, but you didn't. You just watched someone else do something. Psychologists call this vicarious achievement. Your brain tricks you into feeling the reward of success without taking the actual steps that lead there. This is why someone could spend 6 months watching tutorials and feel busier than ever, while someone else spends 2 weeks actually testing ideas and starts generating results. The difference isn't time, it's direction. Here's the insight that changes everything. The people making real, sustainable money with AI right now are not doing magical things. They're doing boring things better. They're taking services that already have proven demand. Things like copywriting, video editing, data analysis, customer support, research, content creation, and they're using AI to deliver those services faster, cheaper, and at scale. A freelance writer who used to take 8 hours to write an article now takes 2 hours. Same quality, sometimes better. They double their effective hourly rate without raising their prices. Their clients are happy. They're happy. That's a real business improvement. A small agency owner who used to hire 3 people to manage social media for clients now uses AI tools to handle the repetitive parts, and 1 person manages the strategy. Their margins went up. Their capacity went up. That's real wealth building. These aren't viral stories. They don't get turned into YouTube thumbnails with someone holding stacks of cash. But they're the real gold rush. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of the people watching content about making money with AI are not going to do this, because it requires something AI cannot give you, which is the willingness to commit to one thing long enough to get good at it. The algorithm will keep showing you the next exciting AI tool. Your brain will keep telling you that this new thing, is finally the one that will work. And you'll keep starting over. This pattern has a name. Investors call it performance chasing. Constantly moving your money toward whatever performed best last month. Always arriving late. Always missing the real returns. The same thing happens with income strategies. The people who win are the ones who pick a lane and stay in it long enough to build a real advantage. So what do you actually do with this? Here's a framework. 3 questions. Simple ones. First, what do you already know how to do, or what problems have you personally experienced that other people probably share? Don't start with AI. Start with what you actually understand. Marketing, cooking, fitness, parenting, running a small business. Pick something real. Second, what part of that problem involves repetitive, time-consuming work that AI could speed up? Writing emails, creating graphics, analyzing data, translating content, generating reports. That's your entry point. Third, who would pay to have that problem solved faster or cheaper than it's being solved right now? Find 10 of those people. Talk to them. Not about AI, about their problem. Solve it for them. Charge for it. Then do it again. That's it. That's the entire strategy. No viral hacks. No magic prompt. No 6-figure shortcut. Just a real problem, a real solution, and a real person willing to pay for it. AI is just the tool that lets you solve it faster than anyone could before. The people who approach it this way are going to build something durable, something that compounds. Because once you understand a problem deeply enough to solve it, you can keep improving your solution. You can raise your prices. You can serve more people. You can hire help. You can build a real business. That's how wealth actually works. Not in lottery tickets. In systems. Here's the thought I want to leave you with. Every major technological revolution in history created enormous wealth for some people and left others behind. The internet did it. Mobile phones did it. Social media did it. And in almost every case, the people who missed out weren't the ones who didn't have access to the technology. They had access. They just kept waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect tool, the perfect conditions. They kept consuming information about the opportunity instead of doing something with it. The people who won? They moved imperfectly, early, messily. They tried things that didn't work. They figured out what did. They built something real. AI is not going to make you rich just because you use it, but it might make you rich if you use it to solve a real problem consistently for real people over real time. The window is open right now. The question is whether you're going to stand at the window watching or walk through it. The choice, like most choices that matter, is a psychological one. And now you know why.